right, guys, we're going to take a look at the Tuseno Shellback version 2. Yeah, that's right. So now we have a new one out, and of course we have a white dial version. I love that. That would be my pick. Clearly would be my pick. The only other thing that potentially they could do would be an orange dial. Then I would be conflicted on if I wanted the white one or the orange one. But we have blue, we have black. They even came out with this time a black DLC case and bracelet version. That one's a little bit more, but totally worth it if you like the black watch or the DLC coated watches. That's worth that premium, I believe. So let's just look at the watch real quick, and then we'll cover some of the differences between version 1 version 2. I personally have bought, without contacting Alexander, the owner of Tuseno, version 1 back in the day. I ended up flipping it because I'm a serial flipper, and that's just that's what we do. But they are great watches. I really do like them. So version 2 does have some improvements, subtle but improvements. So case on this thing, I measure the case at 39 millimeter, but you can see the bezel overhangs slightly, and that's where they get the 40 millimeter from, is on that bezel, I believe. The lug to lug is a 47.28 millimeter measurement. You can see you have the bracelet center link there, kind of articulates right away, so it does not add anything to the lug to lug fitting on that. Thickness 13.1 millimeter. You have double dome sapphire crystal AR coating, of course. 20 millimeter lug width here. Bracelet does taper down to 18. It's all flat, so that's nice when you get that flat bracelet like that with the brushing on it, with a little bit of polish there, but the brushing is what really does it. And you can see it just when it articulates, the way the light reflects, it's all fancy and kind of cool looking. It's just a thing we like, right? You can see there we have a milled clasp. No micro adjust right here, right? Okay, well, that's good because now we know it's on the inside. It's toolless. So you just slide that. You can slide that open, and then you can slide it back in. These are the clasps that we're getting used to in the micro brand world. So it's good to see Tuseno step it up and add that to the version 2 model. We much appreciate that in the watch community. That is something that we really prefer, and we're seeing more of it, and that is good. 7.5 millimeter oversized emblemed, signed, whatever you want to call it, crown. Very nice. I love that oversized crown. 120 click bezel on this one. The white ones, I was told by Alexander, these are prototypes, is a little stiff, but I gotta tell Alexander, I like the little bit stiffer bezel. The blue one, let me grab, this would be the version 2, is a little bit looser. Also good, but it has a little bit of springiness to it. So I'm not sure what the production model is going to look like. It's probably going to be something in between these two, between the little bit stiffer and the little bit, more playful one. So something in between there. I think they're going to nail down the production model spot on, because the attention to detail was there on the version 1, and it's just increased on version 2. So I'm confident on that one. So now that we have the blue one out here, you can see the blue is such a good blue. The other thing you can clearly notice is this is a sandwich dial. All of these shellbacks are sandwich dials, and they're very cool. I love how deep inset they are. Plus, they also did that little trick where they kind of framed in, and it makes it look like huge maxi indices. Their signature handset, and you can see they curved the shellback font down here at the 6 o'clock a little bit sharper, so it shows up better in that skeleton part of the hour hand. So it'll eclipse that all the way around. And then you can see the double step on the date. Also changed, and it's a big change. I did like the fact that the version 1 used the Ronda R150 movement. I'm actually a fan of that movement, but they went away from that and went to the Sellita SW200 movement, and now they have a true no date option without the ghost date position. I absolutely love the Sellita movements, so I guess I would be considered indifferent. The only reason I really liked the Ronda R150, if I'm being completely honest, is that it's a little different, it's a little unusual, but the SW is going to be probably more serviceable and just maybe a little bit better choice. So these on the pre-order right now, snapshot in time, are only $5.99. Like I said, there is a small premium for the full black DLC one. That's a $100 upgrade. But if you like those black watches, it's totally worth that extra $100. I think there's some other things with straps and everything like that. Check the link in the description. There'll be some more information there for sure. Let me look at my little cheat sheet here. Did I cover everything? We covered the extra curvature there. Obviously, the clasp is improved. I'll show you the old clasp. The other big change is on the bezel and the dial. Let me show you that real quick. So on the bezel, you'll notice here we have a fully loomed triangle versus the version 1 had a little pip, a little more traditional pip. I think with this overall design, the fully loomed triangle is a better match for this dial design. So that is a good move. I wasn't mad about this one at all, but I do prefer the new one. Actually, this bezel action, this one's pretty stiff too. So Alexander, if you're watching this, which I think you are, I mean, me personally, let the people watching the video, let them chime in the comments, see what you guys think. I think a little bit of a stiff bezel with this nice coin edge is totally fine. I don't have a problem with that. The other thing that was changed is if you look closely from the first one, you just had like a other than the cardinal positions, the railroad track on the outside of the dial, it just had those little triangles. It didn't have any like increase to mark the 5-minute markers. So on this one, you have a little bit darker markers. It's subtle, like I said, but that's how you improve an already great watch, is with subtle upgrades. And they did that on the railroad track. They just darkened them a little bit at the 5s. They still kept the little triangles at the cardinal positions, which is good. Of course, we have a very cool case back as well, and the quick release spring bars. Man, I really feel like I got to sneeze. You ever guys? So bad. And I'm trying to record these videos, and I'm like, am I going to sneeze? Am I going to have to edit this out? And then I talk about it anyway, and then I'm still not going to edit it out, but whatever. So here it is on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. You guys can see it clearly works great. There's a reason why I bought the first one. There's a reason why I'm going to add the white one to my collection for, 2024. It's crazy. We're already looking at watches for 2024. They were teasing this white dial one, I think on Instagram or something like that. And I knew right away, I'm like, oh, wow. White dial, shellback? Come on now. It's like you read my mind. There it is. That's a gem. That is a gem. So well done on that. Let's give them a quick blast with the UV torch and see if we can get these prototypes to shine. Oh yeah, killer job. Love it. So let me know what you guys think about the subtle changes. I think they're great improvements on an already great watch. Check them out. If you're interested in a pre-order, that's the best time to get the best deal, because otherwise the price is just going to go up. Thanks for watching.